hey. Good evening,
Hello.
everybody. Happy Tuesday. We
Turn
are
up
so
Tuesday.
glad you are here. Yes, it is Church Girl Rant Takeover Tuesday. We're
Yes.
taking over everything. Hey, Adrian, thanks so much for joining us. Church
Hey,
Girl
Adrian.
Rants,
Hello.
the crew is here. We are ready to chop up all things church girls taking over the world. And we are your three hosts that are going to help
Mhm.
you do that. I'm Cheryl. In the middle, you'll see there is Chrissy. And then on the end, you will see there is Sharon. And we are
Hello.
excited to be talking to you all tonight. If you saw the intro countdown, and if you didn't see it, you'll know that tonight we're talking about, could it be you? Could your
Mm.
picker be off? Could you be the one that keeps choosing all the wrong men? We're going to
My,
kind
my.
of chop that up on tonight. So we want you to go ahead and just share this out with everyone, all your good girlfriends. Let them know that we are on and that we are live. So we're going to give you a moment just to do that. So go ahead. I'm going to be looking down for a minute because I'm going to be sharing. So I want you all to do the
Yes,
same.
that's what I'm
Share
doing.
this on your page. Tag
Yep.
somebody in the comments to let them know that we are here because we want to hear from you on tonight. We got some good questions that we're going to be talking about as well. So, like I said, I'm going to have my head down for 2 seconds and then
Hmm.
we're going to get going. All righty.
Look, should we be prepping ourselves for the question of the day, or Lord?
Mm.
It's not going to be that bad today. It's going to be kind of good. Hey, Lady Helen, thanks so much for joining. It's not going to be that
Hey,
bad
Helen.
today. It's, I think.
Okay.
No,
I
it's
was
not.
waiting on that. I
Mm.
think.
No,
Yeah, see that part
okay.
right there.
I tried to like do a real deep one. Then I said, well, let's do a fun one. I try to kind of mix it up. So, and y'all know that they don't know the question of the day before I just give it to them because then what's the fun in that? Hey,
Uh,
Robin,
we
still
won't be
holding my
looking like
breath for the
we
question of
lost
the
our
day.
mind.
It's gonna be an easy one. It's gonna be,
Okay.
I think, I think it's gonna be an easier
You know what,
question.
Cheryl?
I
You
know,
said
right?
I think.
But that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. It makes you think. Okay,
Hey,
so
Robin.
it's gonna be okay, I'm not even gonna say whether it's gonna be easy or not or whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and hit it ready for, I keep doing that, y'all.
Oh,
Question of the day.
okay.
Robin says Dwayne says hello.
Hello, my nephew Dwayne. I love you. Oh,
Okay, y'all
all my
ready?
family. No.
I, this was gonna be just fun. And if you are watching, we want you to answer the question of the day in the comments as well. It's not just gonna be us. We want you to join in on our question of the day. Okay, here's the question. A friend sets you up on a blind date. You
Nope.
arrive to the meeting spot and you're not attracted at all to the person you see across the room. Do you run or do you stay and why?
Repeat the question for me. 200 points.
You heard this question.
Oh
You
man.
heard it. You come in
I
the room and
missed
you're
part
like,
of it.
okay. Now, but here's the thing. You're a friend. That's the part that got me. A friend sets you up on a blind date. You arrive at the meeting spot and you are not attracted at all to the person you see across the room. Do you run or do you stay and why?
Mm. Well, here's the thing for me. Look, this is my rant.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't running from nobody.
Go ahead,
That
girl.
that's not what I do. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be upfront with you and, and be like, oh, you're a very nice person. It's so good to meet you, and I really like that we were able to get together and, see whether there was something between us or not, but at this particular juncture, I don't know whether there is, but I am so glad to be able to meet somebody else, and have someone else that, I can talk to and, so on and so forth. But I think I'm not running.
All
That's not
right,
what
all
we do.
right,
We
all
don't
right,
put out our sneakers for nobody unless we run it for Jesus.
All right.
all right. Helen says, "Stay, enjoy the evening, and just be friendly." All
Yes,
right,
see,
all
Helen.
right.
Come
I
on,
see
Helen.
y'all. All right now. All right, Chrissy.
Well, first off, if it was one of my good friends and a real friend and a true friend, they should know my type. And if they try and set me with somebody who's not my type, then I'm gonna be questioning our friendship and trying to see if they were trying to prank me, or
Mm.
something of the sort. Now, but I would not leave. That's just kind of rude. I would most definitely, just finish out the date, because I mean we don't know each other. We would finish out the date. I would have a friendly conversation. But if he asked the question, would I be ready for? Would I do a second one? My answer would be, I feel that this was probably it.
This is it, brother.
This was a look. This was a
The person.
period, not a comma.
Thank you. The person you see
I
today,
would,
you will see no more forever.
I mean, I mean, and and I probably would tell him or say something like, I think I just really need to keep my options open. Just be nice about it at the same time.
You
Okay.
should look for another. That's what you said. You should look for another.
Oh,
No,
Adrian's
like
so
John
sweet.
said. John said, "No, I am not he. You should look for another."
Yeah, see, Adrian says, I would stay just in case he would turn out to be just the guy for me. The friend
Hmm.
would not set me with someone not too compatible. That's so sweet.
That, but here's the thing though. That kind of goes into, and I'm glad that Adrian said that, because that
Yeah.
really goes into what we're talking about tonight, not trying to skip over the question of the
Yeah.
day, but just because you think you have a type, obviously that type might not be
Exactly.
working for you. So
Mm-hmm.
your picker may be off.
Bingo.
So she may be a better picker for you than you are a picker for yourself. And so therefore she may not set you up with somebody who is your type. I mean, Robin knows, yeah, anyway. And so she would just probably go in a totally different direction than what she thinks my type is. So yeah, your friend may know something like, she's had this type too many times and it has failed too many times. So let me help her to choose somebody else and go to another side of another type, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay,
Okay.
okay. That's a good perspective, Adrian and Sharon. Okay, all right,
yeah,
y'all go ahead. And she also says, if something happens that I do not agree with, though, I would let him know I'm out.
that part.
Exactly.
I'm out.
Yep,
Okay,
I'm
and
good.
so here's my answer.
Let me get
Uh oh,
close.
look, I know,
No, she
right?
didn't. Okay, first of all,
That
First
already
of
did
all,
it.
I'm not letting everybody set me up. No, go ahead, Sharon.
I can see
that
them
is
eyes
first of
already
all.
and the
That is
hands.
first of all. Um, I wouldn't leave. Um, I might want to,
Yeah.
but I probably wouldn't, just out of deference for my friend, because I wouldn't want her to have to answer about why I was a no show. So I probably would stay and I probably would endure the date. Um, but I probably kind of like Chrissy. I probably like, look to not see me again. Um, y'all know me. I'm not as open, and maybe that's something. It's gonna, like Sharon said, it's gonna segue right into what we're talking about tonight. Maybe that's something that we need to be open to. That sometimes we are choosing the wrong kind of
Very
guy.
true.
We have in our
Mm-hmm.
mind a set idea of who this guy should be, what he should look like, the career he should have, all of those kinds of
Correct.
things. And sometimes that may be wrong. And so I want to lead in with one of the questions that I had is, have you ever noticed a pattern with the guys that you date? Is there a pattern that you see over, let's say the last three guys that you dated? Is
Yeah,
there a
yeah,
pattern?
yeah.
Are there some similarities with those guys?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Yep. Yep.
I plead the fifth.
How you gonna plead the fifth?
I plead the I, I plead the fifth. I so plead the
Okay, well,
fifth.
why they pleading the fifth? I'll answer, and my answer is not really. While they outside of that, yes, they were all saved, yes, they all love the Lord. Outside of that, but personality, they were kind of different. Um, they didn't even look the same. Like, I have a type that I prefer, but that does not preclude me from dating somebody that doesn't look like my type if I kind of vibe with them, or if I'm feeling them. So although they're I guess the general makeup, as far as foundationally, they were solid guys. They all loved the Lord, and they all had a relationship with God. That probably was the only thing that made them really similar, because they, like I said, they don't look like each other. um One was goofy, which I love because I'm goofy too. One was real serious, which I can be kind of serious too, now that I think about it. But I mean, goofy, and but that was, and so they were different sides of me, probably different sides of
Mhm.
me. Each of them probably had, and one was kind of in between, but they were really different. The way they saw life, the way they approached life was different. So, and maybe it was just like a different age in my life. I was looking for something different, and I was projecting something different. So I attracted
Mm-hmm.
something different. So they were kind of different. Other than they love the Lord, that was about all that for me that was similar. Um, Although they were all family oriented except one.
Okay.
So Chrissy didn't plead the fifth, so I'm gonna let Chrissy answer.
Yeah, go right ahead, Chrissy.
Well, so you said a similarity because none of them were really most definitely not similar in look, their backgrounds, because I've dated anywhere from a pastor to an attorney to a gentleman with muscles to one without muscles to one who's done time in prison
Hmm.
to so it's been pretty diverse in
Okay.
that area. Crazy, semi crazy, okay. uh but I think that, and then one probably I thought he may have been psycho, but we couldn't really determine that piece. So I think
I see a
if it
pattern.
came down, huh?
You said crazy, semi crazy, and what was the last one?
Normal,
Okay. All right. All right.
yeah.
What's
So
considered normal? I'm,
you doesn't a person who doesn't make you think or look at them sideways like are they crazy, like that they're just normal, because I've
Okay.
had the ones where I knew something was wrong, but you kind of just you just tell yourself you're gonna let that go. You're gonna just kind of
yeah.
slip out. You gotta slip out. um
Okay.
but
Okay.
the one thing I could say that was kind of similar with them, because they were all so different in personalities, and that a lot of the gentlemen that I have been in relationships with or came close to us liking, they were either just getting out of a relationship or coming out of one.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying. Like, and for some,
Okay.
and I always said, and I would tell them, I'm not going to be nobody's rebound anything,
Right.
because maybe you're having issues in with your girlfriend or whoever you have, so then you're thinking that I'm going to be something better. Because I mean, I've been there, and there's even been, I can even say it like this, even with my now ex-husband, with even
Mhm.
him, when we met each other, he was going through a divorce. And so I told
Okay.
myself this time, when and God blesses me, I don't want anyone who he's coming out of a relationship and he
Okay.
hasn't had any time to heal. I want someone who he's healed. Now, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now he knows what he wants. I mean, I most definitely, because I started looking at that pattern. I said, man,
Right.
I can't continue to have this kind of a situation, because that, it's just not cool. It's just not cool. And then
Right.
I'm looking like I'm just a rebound, and I'm nobody's rebound chick. None.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I get that. And it's good that you notice that.
Yeah.
Because I think it is important that we kind of review our past relationships,
Hmm.
review choices that we make, because a lot of times I think it's easy for us to blame the other person
Yeah.
or whatever, and not look at us like, well, am I good at choosing? You
Yeah.
know,
That part.
and
That
is,
part.
like Sharon said earlier, is my picker off? And
Right.
so that was a follow-up question I wanted to ask is, do you choose good men? Are you good at choosing men? Have you been good in the past when you choose someone that you're going to accept their pursuit? Are you good at that? Okay, Sharon has her hand raised. She ready now. All
No,
right.
no, no, no. That was I plead the fifth again.
No, you cannot be pleading the fifth two times. You have to answer the questions. I need the audience to come and rally behind me. We need her to answer these questions
We
because
need cooperation from co-hosts.
an experience that you had could really be helpful to somebody that's either watching live or somebody that will watch the replay. That we here to help each other.
Okay, okay. So here's the thing. Um, if I really look back over my life with the guys that I dated, um, the majority of them, and I probably would say 85 to 90% are bald.
Hmm.
They all look alike. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay,
everybody look alike.
so you like
Um,
bald.
probably about a good 60% of them do the same thing.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Um, they're all, you know, normal, I guess. They have their issues.
right. Like
Um,
all of us.
Yeah.
yeah, they have their issues, but intellectual,
Hmm.
very astute, um, funny, goofy, like I am. I'm with you, Cheryl. I'm goofy,
Hmm.
but can carry on a conversation, so on and so forth. So I don't. I think my picker is off, though. I
Hmm.
do. I think it is off. I mean, after you've been by yourself for 22 years, you gonna think that your picker is
Say
off.
something different.
Some
Something ain't working.
some ain't working, but it's not that it's just way off, but I
Right,
think that, of course, like we all have standards.
right.
Yeah.
There are things that we want, there are things that we don't want. There are
Yeah,
things for me that I had to get together. Speaking of what Chrissy was saying, I had to get some stuff together,
Yeah.
right,
because what I found out is that I was still carrying some baggage.
right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right,
And with me carrying some baggage, that wouldn't be fair for me to, go into a relationship and then I'm sitting up there bringing in all kind of luggage and expecting him to come in with nothing.
That's
right.
That's
true.
not
That's
fair.
true. Right.
And so
Yeah.
I had to get some stuff within me
Right.
together.
Right.
So but I think my picker is off. Yeah,
Okay.
it's off.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo,
Oh,
that
which
was
Let's just
hard.
one?
stop looking at our
That was
muscles. I have to
hard.
just stop with our muscles. Yeah. Mm.
Well, okay. Tell me what was hard. Was it hard admitting it or verbalizing it?
I think it was hard verbalizing it. I
Right.
can admit it to myself in my, because I'm not talking to anybody but me. But
Right. Right.
but I think just putting it out there and verbalizing it, especially for everybody to have an opportunity to go back and replay this or hear this now.
Yeah.
Well,
you
and
know, that woman said her picker was off. Who she picking?
well, I
Yeah.
mean, but I think that it helps us all
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah,
a lot of times we aren't as
yeah,
honest and as open with people as is necessary so that
yeah,
they can be helped, so that they can realize, if my picker is off, that doesn't mean like all hope is gone. The first, what do they say? The first step to getting better or to healing and to growing is to admitting, number one, that you have a
True.
yeah,
problem. And so I can say, well,
Yes.
hey, in the past I haven't picked very well. Maybe there's
Yeah.
something about me that either and let me ask this question. Okay, I see that, Adrian. Do you think that when you say, and I hear a lot of people saying this, that when you say that your picker is off, do you think that number one means there's something wrong with you or some healing that needs to take place, or do you think it means, or this can be or does it mean that you don't have a clear picture of what you need or what a good man looks like?
Well, here I think for me, it's not even the fact that they were not good men. They were
Right,
definitely good men. Um, I think for me again, coming to the realization, Sharon, you had to do. I had to do some work,
right.
and understanding that, but as well.